Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Using property to all of us. First of all, I give praise and gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala for opportunity that has been given by me so that I can finally make a presentation regarding my thesis proposal. The Honorable Miss Santi Susanti, SPDMEK, as a first advisor lecturer, and Mr. Maulana Amirul Adha, SPD MPD, as my second advisor lecturer, who patiently got me as help me in the preparing of this proposal. Before, let me introduce myself. My name is Tari Riskianti, a student from the Office Administration Education Study Program Fakulty of Economics, Universitas Negeri, Jakarta. In this occasion, I will present my thesis proposal entitled "The Role of Income Expectation Mediation in the Influence of Entrepreneurship Education on Student Entrepreneurship Interests." Okay. First, in chapter 1 about introduction, we're talking about research background. Employment rates are often attributed to the limited job opportunity, especially in densely population urban area. Despite vocation school preparing students with hand and on work experience, many graduates remain unemployed due to mismatch between the labor market capacity and the number of job seekers available, encouraging students to consider entrepreneurship can reduce unemployment rate and enhance the national economy and innovation approach by instilling entrepreneurial spirit early among students can shift paradigm and enhance the self-science of community. Educational support to consider entrepreneurship as a career choice is expected to career self-employment opportunities and after graduate. In the pre-research results submitted by the research respondent were asked, "Are you interested in becoming an entrepreneur after graduation from school?" And the result depicted in a diagram so that 44% answered yes and will 56% answered no. This data was obtained from a research study involving 25 students, 11 grade students from the business accounting, retail, and office management major at SMK Negeri 45 Jakarta, who have received entrepreneurship education. And the following table also indicates the factor of influence their interest in becoming entrepreneur. Uh, Factor including student interest in entrepreneur attention, family environment account for 40%, and followed by self motivation at 45.8%, entrepreneurship education at 58.3%, and becoming expectation at 68%, and entrepreneur attitude at the 28%. Okay, about the problem formula in this case, have 4 points. First, does entrepreneurship education influence income expectation? Second, does entrepreneurship education influence student entrepreneurial attention? And third, does income expectation influence entrepreneurial attention? And fourth, or the last, is the mediation role of income expectation in the relationship between entrepreneurial education and entrepreneurial intention. Okay, we next talking about research objective. Uh, this is have 4 point. First, point is to determine the influence of entrepreneurship education of student entrepreneurial attention. A second point is to investigate whether entrepreneurship education has an impact of student entrepreneurial attention. And third, to access the influence of income expectation on entrepreneurial attention. And the last point, to examine the mediating role of income expectation in the relationship between entrepreneurship education and entrepreneurial attention. Okay, in this research, have a benefit of a research from this thesis title on the influence of entrepreneurship, education, and income expectation on a student. Entrepreneurial intention can be viewed from the perspective theoretical, practical, and for researcher. Okay, for the first, from the theoretical benefit, this research has the potential to broaden the understanding of entrepreneurship and provide valuable contribution to scholarly literature. Additional, it can serve a reference to other researcher interested in investigating factor influencing entrepreneur intention. And from practical benefit, this research can provide valuable insight for students to enhance their interest and cope in entrepreneurship. Its finding can serve as a source of motivation for consider entrepreneurial careers. From research benefit, it contributes positively to the researchers' knowledge and help their understanding in the field of science and improve their research skill to a deeper level. Okay, okay. In the chapter 2, we're talking about literature review. Uh, man, uh, I used two main theory. First, the the expectancy theory of motivation. In the expectancy theory of motivation is the primary theory employed in this study. This theory positive that an individual's motivation in influenced by their belief in their ability to achieve desired outcome and the perceived value of the outcome from salary at 20,000 2021. And second, I use TPB or theory of planned behavior. In the theory of planned behavior, it is assumed that forming attitude, subjective norm, and perceived behavior control act as a mediator that in influence behavior with a various motivation factor playing significant and role in the shaping belief and evaluation of behavior. In this context, attention can represent the motivation factor influencing soft behavior. And this is opinion from the Wijaya at 2020. Okay, about the supporting theory, I use a three theory. First, uh, the from entrepreneurial attention, according to Azan as discussed in the work of Simatupang, 2021, entrepreneurial intention refer to an individual desire to engage in action that are subjective, evaluated depending with her they will actually carry them or not. And second is entrepreneurship education. From Hastute at 2022, state the entrepreneurship education is a teaching method aimed at preparing students to start their own business and from the income expectation according to Utami and Sari from 2017. Income expectation refers to individuals' hope regarding their earning they can obtain from a job. This occurs because everyone hopes to receive high income commensurate with the effort they have put in. About hypothesis, a formula, I have four hypotheses. First, there is an influence of entrepreneurship education is income expectation. Second, there is influence of entrepreneurship education on entrepreneurial attention. And third, there is an influence of income expectation on entrepreneurial attention. And fourth, or the last, there is influence of entrepreneurship education, entrepreneurial attention, to income expectation. Okay, we're talking about relevant study. Uh, I have two relevant study. First, from Satria Wibowo at a Journal of Management Unut from 2016 with the title Study the Influence of Entrepreneurship Education, Entrepreneurial Attention Mediated by Entrepreneurial Attitude. And the research finding indicate that entrepreneurship education influence entrepreneurial attention, entrepreneurship, and education. And next, from Marjun, from at 2021, with the title "How Entrepreneurship Education at Universities Influence Entrepreneurial Intention Mediating Effect Based on Entrepreneurial Competence." The research results indicate that entrepreneurship education influence entrepreneurial attention. And the next, we're talking in chapter 3 about research methodology. This research was conducted from November 2023 until complete through the process of planning, distribute research question, data collect, and final report preparation. All necessary steps and process were completed by the research during this period. This research will be conducted at SMK Negeri 45 Jakarta, located at Jalan Nanas 2, RT 9, RW 10, Hutan Kayu Utara, Matraman, East Jakarta. Okay, next about population. The population in this study comprise all students of SMK Negeri 45 Jakarta, totaling and 900 912 students. Based on the population, the accessible population is determined to be all 11 grade students of SMK Negeri 45 Jakarta with a total of 180 students. And with the sample, the applied margin of error in determine the sample is a 5% with an accessible population of 180 students. At a sample of 124 students is selected. And research methodology, the types of research is quantitative research, as defined by Sugiono from 2009, which can be understood as a research method based on positive philosophy use the study specific population or sample, and I use a data collection technique. The data for this research is obtained through primary data collection, which refers to data collection directly from the 11 grade student of SMK Negeri 45 Jakarta from as structure question. Structure questionnaire, the data collecting method used is questionnaire. Yeah, I use a questionnaire from Google Form, and I use the analysis technique in the research. The analysis technique employed include descriptive statistic and inferential statistic. For the analysis of this research, the partial least square structural equation modeling, or we know PLS SEM method, is utilized using the software Smart PLS 3.0. The PLS-ACM or PLS-SEM analysis is conducted through two models, namely the author and income models. Okay, that's all the presentation of my research proposal of thesis proposal. Thank you for attention, Mrs. and Miss, Mr. and Miss Lecturer Examiner and Advisor Lecturer who have guided me to complete this thesis proposal that will finally. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.